But first, tell me how proud you are to be sitting here in front of the Nevera and on all of the world records that you broke last year. And this is one of just a few that are actually, one of two in Canada and one of a few in the world, right?
Yeah, well, for me it's a bit mixed feelings. Like, on one side, of course, I'm super proud looking at the car. On the other side, you learn so much by going through a process of development of a car, and I'm one of the very few people in the world who did that multiple times from ground up, because usually, you know, in car manufacturers, you start with an existing car that you modify, or like you slightly adapt it, or it's a facelift, or you know, you combine engines or platforms from other cars and so on. I was lucky enough to witness multiple times now completely new cars developed from scratch. Nevera was one of them. And along the journey, you learn so much, because when I started this journey, I had no idea about cars. You know, I was a normal car guy, but I was not from the car industry. So when I look at the Nevera, I'm immensely proud of what started just as an idea in this head. Now, you know, there's a bunch of carbon and aluminum and copper and titanium and whatever,
right,
that sits right here and can do crazy things. But on the other side, it's also so much pain that we had to go through to build at the same time the team, the company, the processes, the facility, the shareholders, get the money on board, you know, everything to make this car happen. So it was also a lot of pain, blood, sweat and tears, as they say, to get this car on the ground and ultimately being what it is today. So yeah, it's a long journey from, you know, that idea in somebody's head until it actually stands here.